Greetings and welcome to No Nonsense Metal Reviews with me, George, and this is the first episode or instalment of a new idea of mine called Bands You Need to Hear. Okay, so this is essentially recommendations from myself about bands that if you haven't heard or you're not familiar with, then you need to check them out because they are worth it. There's so much music out there, there's so many bands, heritage bands that have been around for years and years and years, and there's a lot of up and coming new talent out there, the young blood, fresh blood, that deserve a listen to and have the material to back it up. I'm going to start with a Swedish band, who I can only really describe as they sound very unique. They've got their own style, their own sound, but they sound like if you took some elements of Manowar, certainly aesthetically, and there's a lot of homages in their music to Manowar. Take elements of Manowar, take elements of Ensiferum, and take a little bit of Sabaton and Auden Ogun, and just blend it all together, and you get Brothers of Metal. Two fantastic albums to their name. This is these guys have been around for I think it's just over a decade perhaps, but they are fantastic. I cannot give enough love to these two albums. They are wonderful albums. If you love power metal, symphonic metal, folk metal, epic metal, battle metal, whatever you want to call it, Viking metal even, then these guys absolutely have it down. They know exactly how to write a killer, catchy song, heavy song. This is heavy metal. This is just epic. I absolutely love this band and love these albums, and I am so excited to go and see them in September, I believe it is, with Glory Hammer. They're on the road together, and I'm absolutely psyched for that. So we'll take these two albums. This is the first album, the debut. This is Prophecies of Ragnarok, with some awesome artwork there. This album was 2018. This particular edition, this lovely digipack from AFM Records. They always do a wonderful job with their packages. Has a lot of bonus material on here, a lot of bonus tracks that you don't get on the standard version. But to just take a few, Son of Odin, sorry, Son of Odin, great uplifting, heavy, fist pumping power metal track, brilliant stuff. It start to finish, I can't pick a bad track. There isn't any bad tracks. It's all very big, epic. It's really uplifting stuff. It's just fantastic. These guys are great musicians, vocalist. I'm probably going to struggle to pronounce her name, and I'm probably going to say it wrong, but I think it's Ylva or Ylva. It's spelled Y-L-V-A. So it's a little bit difficult to pronounce. There she is. She shares vocal duties with, now I'm forgetting the names, of course, with Joachim Lindback Eriksson. So there's actually 8 members in this band, but I'm not going to try and pronounce all the names. But Ylva has an incredible voice, really fantastic voice. I'm not going to throw comparisons of Simone Simmons or Tarja or Floor Jansen out there. I'm not going to go for the generic comparisons. She sounds unique. She has her own vocal style, but she sounds fantastic. She has a lovely voice, powerful, strong voice. She can do the full range, but she sounds incredible. She really does sound brilliant on both of these albums. She also guest features on an Auden Ogun track on the last album, Final Days, and that's a brilliant number as well. She's got a really good voice that's just so well suited for this sort of metal, this sort of music in general. Excuse me. Joachim Eriksson, Lindback Eriksson, he does the harsh vocals, the growls. He does the far more sort of aggressive vocal style. But he's got a good voice for it as well. He's got a good style. Really works. So going back to this album, Prophecies of Ragnarok, really good tracks here. Defenders of Valhalla, everything's so catchy. Tyr, Siblings of Metal, Gods of War. Now that is an epic. Certainly a Man of War nod in most of the tracks, but that is such a big track. That's a real, mesmerisingly heavy, good metal track. The Mead song, the good party anthem there. We Believe in Metal. What more of a perfect metal tribute title can you come up with than that? We Believe in Metal. Yes, and they certainly bloody do believe in metal, because they make it, and they make it well. So that's the first album, Prophecies of Ragnarok, 2018. A superb debut and a sterling album. You need to check that out. I would definitely start that album. They've only got the 2 currently. I think they're working on a 3rd. But the second album, 2020, again on AFM, Emblast Saga, with some more awesome artwork there. Really lovely digi again. AFM really do it well. Nuclear Blast could learn a thing or two. Great tracks here. Power Snake, Hell, Chainbreaker. They've all got this big anthemic, they're heavy tracks, but anthemic core. There is so many great catchy choruses throughout both these albums. Chant-alongs, headbang moments. It's got it all. It's just totally engrossing metal. Epic metal. Weaver of Fate, Njord. Wow, what great songs. Gives you goosebumps. Emblast Saga has the title track has a really lovely sort of soulful vocal intro from Ylva, and it sounds wonderful. It sounds so brilliant. It's chilling. It's chillingly good. Ride of the Valkyries. Got there in the end. Excellent tracks here. Just brilliant songs. Just really good songs. You could take any of them, and I would say that's a good example of how great this band is. Absolutely. If you need some music to just sit back and nod along to with your headphones, your beer in hand, prime example, then this is the sort of music for that. And I can imagine live, it's a really transferable thing that can really get the crowd involved. They are a great band. So that's my first recommendation for bands you need to hear. Brothers of Metal from Sweden, Prophecies of Ragnarok, and the Emblast Saga. You need these albums. Heavy metal, power metal, epic metal, battle metal, whatever you want to call it. These guys do it, and they do it bloody well. Okay. If there's fans out there, let me know what you think, because I think these guys are going to go places. They need more recognition, definitely. So if you haven't heard them, check them out. Thank you for watching. No Nonsense Metal Reviews. I'm George. This was Bands You Need to Hear. Check back soon for more reviews and more recommendations. If you like the video, a like and a subscribe is always very much appreciated. Take care, my friends, and stay heavy.